With that, we'll have a roll call vote.
Aye.
Okay, that passes 5-2.
Not even 3 months into his job, and Spokane's newest council member has been censured. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Tom Sherry. Whitney has the evening off. Well, breaking news at this hour, Spokane City Council has formally censured new council member Jonathan Bingle.
This comes after Bingle has refused to wear a mask at times inside City Hall. KREM 2's Ian Smay listened through that public comment and council vote tonight, which happened just in the last hour. So, Ian, what's been going on?
Yeah, Bingle's refusal to wear a mask at times is in violation of both Governor Jay Inslee's mask mandate and City of Spokane rules. The council voted to suspend meeting rules and add the item to their 3:30 agenda. 6 or 7 people gave public comment before the censure vote, with most in support of Bingle. The resolution was sponsored by council members Karen Stratton and Zach Zapone. Zapone said he felt that Bingle was using his council position to break the law. Bingle said he was standing up for people in his district who didn't feel like they had a voice when it came to opposing mask mandates. Bingle and Zapone did have a tense exchange during the meeting. Take a listen.
Yeah, my question is, would you wear a mask if you come into the building, City Hall?
I do not intend to wear a mask. But again, like I said, I am amenable to making our meetings outside of City Hall if it's making people uncomfortable in the way that people are telling me it is.
We've told you that already, and you still came to City Hall on Friday without a mask.
I mean, if we want to talk about not masking in public situations, I think there's plenty of times that you, sir, have been unmasked, and I think there's plenty of evidence to show it. And so while you can say, hey, you refuse to do this, you've been a government employee longer than me. You have knowingly and intentionally and willfully and repeatedly broken this law.
I just want to repeat what I said from the beginning. It's using your office to break the law.
Now, a censure for the Spokane City Council is much like censures in the United States Senate or House of Representatives. Bingle does not lose any powers of his office. It is instead a formal denouncement of his actions. Cathcart joined Bingle in voting against the censure. He said the council moved too quick on the action and didn't have enough public discussion. Bingle told me earlier today that he will be issuing a statement. We will have that for you on KREM.com as soon as we get it. For now, in the newsroom, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.
Ian, thank you very much. A lot happened in coronavirus news today. Here are 3 things you need to know. The FDA fully approved now Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine today. The shots have been given to adults under emergency use authorization. Now, this is the second COVID vaccine to be fully approved by the FDA alongside Pfizer's. Johnson & Johnson has not applied for full approval for its COVID vaccine to this point.
So taking a look at coronavirus numbers here in the Inland Northwest, cases are still extremely high in Spokane County. 664 new cases were reported today. Currently, 216 people are hospitalized. This is according to the Spokane Regional Health District. That's a difference of 8 new people from over the weekend. And over in North Idaho, the Panhandle Health District is reporting 345 new cases and 109 people still currently hospitalized with the virus. That's 9 new people hospitalized since last Friday.
Meantime, Idaho Governor Brad Little has activated the National Guard to help hospitals and prisons amid the ongoing COVID surge. This is the 4th time the governor has activated the Guard to help with pandemic response. 75 guardsmen will assist primary health in southwest Idaho and the Idaho Department of Corrections. Both are experiencing staffing shortages because so many staff are out due to COVID. Over 500 additional personnel have been secured through a state contract to assist Idaho hospitals.
Well, if you would like the very latest about COVID here in the Inland Northwest, just text us the word COVID to 509-448-2000. We'll send a link right to your phone.
All right, taking a live look over Snoqualmie Pass at this hour's travelers. Maybe touch and go over the weekend over the pass because a winter storm warning just expired in the past couple of hours. So steady snow is forecasted today with 3 to 6 inches expected to fall. Light showers are expected through Thursday as well. So if you need to head over the pass, just keep some chains in your back seat and be careful.
Be prepared.
Yeah, no kidding, right? More on that coming up. All right, a little closer to home. We saw some rain showers last night. Didn't really follow us into the day today. Tom, not really an overall bad day, to be honest.
Yeah, we thought we'd get a little snow last night into this morning. Really didn't happen, at least here. It did snow down into the Palouse. That's another live look at Lookout Pass. And it did snow over North Idaho. Lookout Pass got some snow as well earlier today. but as you can see, the roadway in good shape. And another view of Snoqualmie Pass. This is from another vantage point. You've got a little snow and slush on the roadway. 29 degrees, wind is out of the west-southwest at only 6 miles an hour. It did gust up into the 30s earlier today, so it's calmed down a bit. There's that snow that I was talking about down in southeastern Washington and mostly the Blue Mountains of North Idaho, a little east of the Walla Walla area, and then also a few snow showers. Now, mostly in the mountainous areas of the Silver Valley and southern Shoshone County. I'm looking for an overnight low of 20 degrees tonight. It gets cold. Tomorrow stays cold. Doesn't even get above freezing. For the weekend, though, we get a chance of a few snow showers Friday night into Saturday morning. We'll look for highs in the upper 30s both Saturday and Sunday. I'm also tracking very cold weather like on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll talk about that with your 10-day forecast coming right up.
Sounds good, Tom. Thank you very much. Well, do you still need an at-home COVID test? Well, now is your chance to snag one for free.
Yeah, Washington has reopened its online portal for residents to order up to 5 at-home COVID tests. Yeah, you can order them through sayyescovidtest.org. The relaunch comes just 10 days after the initial rollout.
Yeah, remember that within 8 hours of that rollout, all 1.4 million tests were claimed. Well, you'll be able to order your free test until supplies last. The Department of Health says they should arrive at your house within just a few days. Well, the president of the University of Idaho is rejecting claims that students were being indoctrinated, which he says led to major cuts in the school's budget. University President Scott Green says an independent study by a law firm was unable to substantiate those allegations. Last year, lawmakers cut $2.5 million from Idaho higher education budgets because of those claims of indoctrination.
Well, the Super Bowl matchup is set. Boy, we had 2 weekends of great football games.
Did we ever.
It's going to be the LA Rams playing at home facing the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, regardless of which team you like, people in the Inland Northwest most likely going to be cheering for one player in particular.
And that player is Eastern Washington alum Cooper Kupp. He is headed to the Super Bowl after helping in a big way the Rams beat the Niners yesterday. Kupp has been sensational all season long, and last night he finished with 11 catches for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Kupp spoke about the game this afternoon. Our Travis Green joining us now with more on what he had to say about heading to his first Super Bowl. Travis.
Yeah, guys. The Rams went to the Super Bowl in 2018, but Cooper was not able to play in that one because he had a torn ACL. So obviously he didn't play in that one whatsoever. He said today that this time around is definitely a less conflicting experience. I think we could understand that. He also talked about seeing his wife Anna after the game on Sunday. He met Anna at Eastern, and there's been a lot written about her recently as ESPN did a story about how she worked a full-time job in college so that Cooper could focus on football and not have to work. To put it mildly, Sunday was a moment of pure joy for the duo.
I could hear her screaming in the back of the tunnel before I even saw her. She was running out there. I didn't think she was going to make it. I saw her legs start giving out on her. But just it was just incredible to share that moment with her. She's been such a huge part of this. And obviously, you know, some of that has come to light over the last couple of weeks, just what she's meant to me in my career. But for her, just, you know, being able to, you know, reaffirm in her just, you know, like this is just as much yours as it is anything that I've done. And just being able to share that time with her was very special.
How cool is that? Of course, we're going to have a lot more coverage on Cooper Kupp throughout the week, heading up to the next 2 weeks, I should say, heading up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, a few thoughts. Number one, he's just a class act.
Yeah.
Right.
And number two, he's so good, but he's just not flashy. He's kind of understated, right?
Right. He's very humble.
Yeah.
You can see it in his personality, but you can almost see it on the field too. I don't know if that makes sense, but he's just that guy that he runs really good routes. He's got surprising speed, and you know, he's just really put it together.
Great hands.
Yeah, of
great
course.
hands for
Knows
sure.
how to get open, and apparently we're not going to be imitating the Cooper Kupp touchdown dance because he doesn't do one.
He doesn't have one.
No, he just hands the ball back to the ref.
Dick
Butkus, old-time player, said, act like you've been there before.
Yeah, no kidding. And his football IQ, my goodness, you'll hear him talk about kind of why he chose to run whatever route he ran. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You picked up all that in like 2 seconds?
Yeah. And you have people that, you know, you think you know football.
Right.
And then you heard, I don't know if you saw earlier this season, he explained exactly why he ran a route. And
right.
It was like mathematics.
He was like chess and we were playing checkers, right?
Exactly.
My goodness. Oh, he's also really easy to root for, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Especially for us here. I mean, an Eastern guy, and as I said to you guys earlier, he's really put Eastern Washington on the map, you know, people know where he came from. So very cool.
I heard somewhere that in one season in his high school, one season they only won 2 games.
Right.
And, and then wasn't recruited very much at all.
Yeah. He was a late blossomer, is what, he didn't really come into his own until college.
Well, he's a really good guy.
Yeah. Travis, thank you very much.
September 13th, 2017 was the darkest day of my life.
Day 4 of Freeman Impact Statements. Today, the parents of students spoke about waiting to find out if their child was safe in the hours after that shooting.
Plus later, are unemployment benefits received last year considered federally taxable income? We're going to verify that next.